This is the messiest dessert. Hello everybody and happy Thanksgiving. This is indeed the season for giving, and today I'm going to give you the gift of one of the best desserts known to man. It's called Heaven in a Pan, made by Martha Stewart, aka yours truly, Jacob Pack. And it's a really easy, quick get in the kitchen and get the heck out recipe. The only layer of this dish that's going to be prepared in the oven is going to be the crust. So we want to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. So the first step that you're going to want to do is you're going to take a full cup of chopped pecans, pecans, however you want to say it. I use pre-done packs because why? Don't want to take the time to ground them up myself. So this is both a half cup each for this packet that I got from Safeway. And then next you're going to add in a half cup of, honestly, most recipes will tell you to use unsalted butter, but I like to be a rebel, so we're using salted butter. So you're gonna go ahead and cut your butter, not like this. Now your butter, you're gonna wanna actually melt in the microwave. So I like to set mine for about a minute. Next, we're going to add in only 3 tablespoons of sugar. We don't need a ton of extra sweetness in the crust itself because the layers are going to be pretty sweet. Next, I have a pre-measured cup of flour, so you're going to add that in. Our butter should be finished. Perfectly melted, so you're going to go ahead and add that in. Yum! So you're going to mix this up and you're pretty much going to notice that it ends up turning into what appears like almost like a cookie dough. And so if it does turn out like a cookie dough, you're absolutely doing this right. If it doesn't, I don't know what to tell you. So initially it's going to look like you don't have enough crust. I promise you, you will. Just be patient with it, kind of round it out a little bit across the pan, and then sure enough, you will have a full layer of beautiful pecan crust. So we're gonna put this in the oven and it's gonna go in for about 15-20 minutes. And then next, I want you guys to start getting your exercise in over quarantine. So we're going to make 2 things of pudding, one being vanilla and one being chocolate. We have to make these separate because that's the fun of having a multi-layered dessert. So we're going to make the vanilla one first. Be sure that you have a whisk handy. Fancy. To make this, we need 2 cups of milk. This is what's catching up from me not going to the gym since March.
Resist, resist, resist.
So really make sure that you get in there and get that arm exercise that I honestly know I've been avoiding for months. I like to add these in the fridge for about 20-30 minutes, just so that they can get extra cool and set a little bit better. So I'm gonna throw these in here. So next we actually have to make one more layer that's gonna go into this, and it is a mixture of a cup of powdered sugar, and we're gonna do a whole 8 ounce of cream cheese filling. And then we're gonna do just about a cup of Cool Whip. So obviously, with it being such a crazy, a little bit of a hectic year, I'm really just big about making these things that are like quick, simple. I'm stress eating. That's really what I'm doing. So the quicker that we can get this recipe done, the quicker that I can eat it. Now let's check out how our pudding is doing over in the refrigerator. They're amazing. So we need to grab our crust in the oven and take that out. It should be good. It's been about 15 minutes. Anybody that knows me knows that I have a ton of layers to me. So just like this dessert, we have 3 different layers. Let's first start off by putting in the vanilla pudding layer. So we're just gonna lightly drop this across the dish. This is something that is also so easy. If you have kids, just let them do this and they're probably content until at least 30 minutes. So we have to add in our next layer, which is chocolate pudding. Undisclosed, this is my favorite pudding. So we're going to drop this on top. all of the layers of your hard work that come together, right? One more layer to go, and then we just have our final topping that we're gonna do. So this will be the cream cheese with your powdered sugar and your Cool Whip layer. Try to drag it across as best as you can. It's gonna get mixed in a little bit probably to the top layer, and that's okay. If anything, it makes it look super pretty. It almost kind of looks a little bit like a marble slab. So for you interior folks, here you go. Okay, so that is the last layer that you're gonna do, but we have to top it off with more chocolate, because why not? You can never have too much chocolate. Make sure that a lot of it, at least if any of it, gets inside of the actual dish and not just on the countertop. Oh my gosh, I almost just cut my finger. All right, well, that's enough of that. So your kitchen is gonna be an absolute mess. I'm not gonna lie to you after you're finished with this recipe, especially if you're having your kids help you, which is fine. It's the holidays, have fun with it. We can all clean this up afterwards, but what matters is that you're left with this amazing and delicious layered heaven in a pan by yours truly, Martha Stewart. Thank you so much, and happy holidays to you and your family. I hope that you guys enjoy this recipe as much as me and my family would, and please stay safe.